Hi, and welcome back. I hope that you all have watched my last documentation, which was about, and welcome to documentation number one. So, today we are going to talk about a topic called equilibrium. So, I really don't know what age group of people are watching my video, and I'll just make this video simple, concise, and crisp. So, despite of any age or any age group, people can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's start today's video then, or should I say documentation? Funny thing, whatever, it's the same, but I think documentation sounds too fair rather than a video because I ain't doing any fantastic stuff in here. I'm just talking about few topics, few emotions, I guess. So let's start. So viewers who are going to watch this, I believe that they have came across this word called equilibrium once in their lifetime. And for those who don't know what equilibrium is, I'll just simple it down for you. So basically, equilibrium is a center point which balances out all the forces. Okay. So how is this going to facilitate today's topic? We'll go through the whole process. Okay. So as I said that equilibrium is a center force which really balances the positive and negative points, right? So how is equilibrium going to help in our personal life, or has it helped me in my personal life? Let's figure it out. Okay. So what we are going to do in today's documentation, we'll try to uh, divide into subtopics, and I'll just explain you out. And at the end, whatever the conclusion is, I'll just tell you. So disclaimer again that I am not imposing my ideas or my opinions or my ideologies on you. This is what I think, and these are just my opinions. So if anyone is getting disregarded or hurt by my opinions, I am extremely sorry. I didn't intend to hurt you or damage your ideology or whatever it is. So please forgive me. Okay. So let's start today's topic, and I would be sitting down because I have created few notes in here. So the notes, right? It's not a script. It's some pointers that I really like to have with myself during recording the documentaries. Right? Sometimes you really go off track in the topics. Like right now, I'm going off track. So let's stop it here. I have already wasted a minute or two. Like, okay. So let's start. Okay. So, like understanding equilibrium for anyone, it's not that hard. It's not a what you say value that you need to build or you need to practice each and every day. It it happens eventually. Right? You have to give some time, but not pull off your time. That so it's just like that. So how is it helping? It will help you in your life. So first try to understand what equilibrium means in humans itself, right? We will not take past or medieval ages, we will consider today's era. Most of us who are in the school, who are in their college, who are going in universities, or who are even working, what really happens is that we try to allocate our time for a specific cause, but at the end of the day we over dedicate our time to that cause, in which we try to sideline some major happenings or some major tasks that we need to certainly give our time to. And this is where equilibrium comes into the picture. Like, okay, for let's take an example. If you are a university student who is studying, let's say, engineering, okay, so engineering is just a course of that student, that he wants to get a good CGPA or GPA, whatever it is, right? But in order to get a good grade or a good CGPA, GPA in his life, he needs to understand that this much time should be allocated for the studies and this much time should be allocated for his personal life. When I'm saying personal life, it might be his hobbies, it might be his family, it might be his friend, it might be his girlfriend, lover, whatever you say. It might be even his own self, right? You never wonder, you never know what you really want from your life. Okay. So let's start from its first subtopic, which is mind and body harmony. So I'll just give you one example. You'll get an idea what I really mean to say about this subtopic. Let's consider the first example only, that a person is going to a university for engineering, right? His prime cause is to attain a great CGPA, GPA in his life, right? But let's say that the student is not good in studies. So what he does is that he is going to his university as well as he is going to some kind of coaching or some extra classes where he tries to dedicate his time. But during the course of years, what really happen will be that he would be neglecting his health, he would be neglecting a lot of things, he would be neglecting his family, due to which there would be a constant pressure of his family on him. There would be certain health issues, there will certainly some health issues that would occur at certain time, okay, due to which the nature of that person might change. He might be a little satisfied that he is working on certain things, but he might be left out from certain things, right? His nature might get somewhat cranky. Like getting cranky on some things is okay, but getting cranky on each and everything without any reason, that's definitely not okay. And that's what we call as mind and body harmony. So ideally a university student should allocate his time in studies, but he should allocate his time as well as on him. He should go out for walks, he should give his time to his family, he should create some creative hobbies, he should do whatever he want, but at a specific time slot. Okay, so this is what I call mind and body harmony. Let's take another example. Let's say a person who has graduated at the age of 23 or 24. He has got a job. His job is 9 to 5, but due to excessive workload, he is trying to fixate his time more than that time slot. Like it is going beyond 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. He's working over hours, he's working extra time, he's not taking leaves. At certain level or at a certain time span, his body will show some sign. He'll start to experience fatigue, he'll start experiencing tiredness, he'll start experiencing crankiness in his behavior, right? These are some small subtle signs that your body tries to give you, it tries to alert you, where you really have to give a thought that whether I am doing right or wrong. You can go with that routine for your whole lifetime, but at the end, if you don't have your health, what is the reason behind all this cause, then why are you running behind the cause? Most of the people, there might be the only reason that they are running is to find stability, and that's not wrong at all. The only problem is that running behind that stability and neglecting every other task which is crucial and vital for your personal as well as your emotional growth, that isn't fair. That is where we all try to judge ourselves. We just let it slide out the sleeve. That's not we should do. Okay. So this is about mind and body harmony. We'll talk about adaptability and resilience. So how is adaptability and resilience going to, what you say, work, or it will help to create an equilibrium? So let's say that let's take that second example where a person, I'm sorry, it's cold here. So let's say the person who has dedicated his time for a cause, and now he is always restless, he is under stress, he is under what you say, a constant rush of doing things and making things right. Okay, he either has two choices. Either he can maintain that routine forever in his life, or he can do is to adapt to that thing, try to schedule things out, and then he might feel a little better. When I'm saying to schedule things out, what I'm actually saying is that if his job is 9 to 5, he should stick with 9 to 5, or she should stick with 9 to 5, and whatever time is left, he should go home, he should practice whatever he likes to do. If he wants to pursue some hobby, he can pursue his hobby. If he wants to go out with friends, he can go out with friends. If he wants to spend some time with his family, certainly he can do it. If or she has a lover, then love is your cause. No hard feelings. Go out, seek love. Try to be affectionate. You can do a million of other things when you really schedule your time properly. And that's where adaptability and resilience come. When you really try to understand what is the main cause which is trying to be taking you away from your own life, then you start to figure things out that no, this is a right thing that I should do. Like if my job timing is like 9 to 5, I should stick with it. After that, I should practice saying no, sorry, whatever it is, we'll do tomorrow or later. Unless and until it's very urgent that it needs your attention, it's critical, you should do it, but you should not spend that whole day doing it. Stretch a little bit of time, like take it to 6:37. That's it. Don't stretch too much. Go home, have a cup of tea, have a drink, go chat with your father, go chat with your mother. If you can't do that, just go home, relax on your bed. That's it. Like if you don't give time to yourself, I don't think that you would ever find equilibrium in your life. Okay, and when I say that, first of all, you should understand that life is all about uncertainties and challenges. Okay, and equilibrium requires a resilient mindset, the ability to adapt change without losing one center. Okay, you also have to understand that the capacity to navigate through these adversities and setbacks will help you to learn, will help you to grow from the problems itself. It will contribute you to a dynamic equilibrium. It will contribute you to a dynamic future. So you should adapt your life. You should adapt the problems and challenges that you are given in your life. And just for the sake of doing, just don't do it. Okay, if you're doing for some cause. Like everyone is running behind a certain goal, but at the end of the day, the final question does come that are you happy or not? Are you maintaining that balance or not? Are you really happy or not? That's the real question. So I think that you should take some time out and think over it. So coming on to the next subtopic, which is time management. So it is somewhat associated with the initial subtopic, which was adaptability and resilience. So I don't need to go in deep trying to tell you what is time management, but I'll just tell you one thing that look, time is your friend and life is your friend. So you have to trust them, you have to cherish it, you have to nurture it. Otherwise, at the end of the day, what you will be left is with a bag full of regrets, it's a bag full of wish list, a bucket full of list, your wish list, and at that time you won't be in a condition where you can fulfill all those regrets. So everyone is behind money, everyone has a need of money, but if you really ask me one thing, then I would certainly say you this, that no much amount of wealth can bring you happiness unless and until you are not happy from here, and this happiness comes when you really allocate your time to those people who really care about you. You allocate your time to the thing that you really love to do. You allocate your time to the work that you are fond to do. Okay, so this, when I talk about a modern era, our parents and their parents, the generations have came in with a set of struggles and challenges, and the constant center of attraction was to find stability. Okay, unfortunately, the generation before our generation, like our parents, for them stability was money, and it's not wrong at all. Like living in your own house, sitting on your own seat and just pooping the hell out, that's the best relief that you can ever get. But at what cost? At what cost? If you're not happy, if you're not healthy, if you're not cherishful, if you're not at all human, you're just a machine moving here and there doing tasks like robot, then I don't think that's a life that anybody wants. No one wants that life. So I really think that time management is one of a skill that you will learn eventually, but you have to inculcate in your life from the day one itself. It may be that on the day one you won't even able to follow the timetable, but at least you would be aware that you have created a timetable which you have to follow on the daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, whatever it is. But you know that you have created a timetable and you have to go through that timetable or time schedule itself. Okay, so whatever it is, just create out a timetable which would suit you, which will help you to improve professionally as well as personally. That's what I would say. And let's move on to the further subtopic, which is your balancing your personal and professional life. So I don't need to explain it more because it is somewhat associated to further 2 points. So I'll just give you a overview that, as I said, that life is your friend and time is your friend. You can really check this out. Just go out to your father or just go out to your mother who is earning, right? And just ask them one simple question that, Mama, Papa, what would you really want to do? If you didn't had this job, what would you like to do? 80 to 90% of the parents would have no answer for this question because they were well invested into feeding their families. They were well invested into running behind the cause. They were well invested into chasing the dreams of. So ask this same question to your own self that what you really like or what would you really do if you didn't have to go to a job. You might find some answer, you won't find some answer, and it's not certain that you will be able to find an answer. But at least you would be running behind this question just to seek that answer. What really makes you happy? What you really want from your life? And at this specific point, you will understand how to maintain my personal as well as my professional life hand to hand. And there is where equilibrium comes into the picture. You will try to schedule your life, you will try to schedule yourself, you will prioritize yourself, you will try to create a list of things that you want to achieve, that you are interested, that makes you really happy. So this is what I would say, balancing your personal and professional life. I could give you a deep lecture on it, but it's of no use because it wouldn't help you unless and until you don't find this answer to the simple question, what makes you happy, and if you don't have to do a job, what would certainly you would like to do. So if you find these two answers, I think that you would probably find a way to balance your personal and professional life. And most of the youngsters, they seek or they somehow find this answer, or they balance their professional and personal life by finding these two simple answers. They find out how what to do and how to do it. So you will find millions and trillions of videos on how to balance your personal and professional life. But you have to really understand that every human is different. Every human is doing a different set of things. So it really doesn't implies that whatever he or she does would be okay with you, would be perfect for you. Okay. So whatever it is, just figure these two answers out. You would certainly get to a point where you will try to fetch things on your own. That's it. That's what I'll try to say. And to summarize this whole topic, I would just end it by saying that life is your friend, okay, and time is your friend. So cherish them, nourish them, treat them as your friend. Okay. When you have time, just don't go behind or don't run behind some bars or some stakes or some deadlines. Try to give some time to your own self, try to give time to your loved ones. There is more than money, there is more than wealth. So yeah, money solves a lot of problems, but it it doesn't solve the only simple problem, which is called as peace. So yeah, you might live in a penthouse, you might drive a Lamborghini or a Porsche, but what is the use of that penthouse or a Porsche where you can't have your loved ones sitting beside you, or your loved ones laying just beside you? Okay, so that's some simple thing. Okay, I know that I have said okay for like a million times in this video. I'm sorry, this is my first time doing all this thing, and slowly, steadily, I would gain the grasp on my vocabulary and my speaking skills. So, please, sorry for that. that. And so, today is 31st December 2023, and it's the last day of the year. I don't have any resolutions this year. All I want from myself is to be happy. This is my only resolution. So, yeah, that's it. And I guess everyone should make their resolutions as simple as possible, not to ask for something bigger. Uh, uh, Wish you a happy new year in advance, and we'll meet in tomorrow's documentary, which is documentary number 002. Until then, take care. And if you really like this video, if you felt that the points were relevant, and whatever it is, just show your love and appreciation. And if I have hurted someone by my opinions, I'm extremely sorry. And if you have some peculiar points, if you have something unique to talk about, the comment section is available. So shower your love on comment section. I'll certainly read them out. I get some time, so I'll certainly read them out. And yeah, take care, goodbye, and happy new year to you, all of you who would be watching this in advance. Okay, bye bye.